My dear child, hear these words not as mere thoughts, but as a sacred echo flowing from the source of eternal wisdom. You are not here by accident, not walking this path without reason. The very breath within you carries a purpose. Vast as the stars, deep as ancient oceans, I have watched over you in silence, through seasons of sorrow and joy, through long nights of doubt, and days when hope flickered faintly. And now I whisper to your spirit, you were made to endure. You were formed with intention. Though shadows may stretch across your journey, do not be dismayed. The weight you feel is not here to crush you, but to shape you. What you call pain is often the sound of growth. What you fear as failure is only the stirring before breakthrough. I placed within you a fire that no storm can quench. You may stumble, but you will not fall forever. You may weep, but your tears are counted and sacred. Each one holds the promise of healing. Lift your gaze, even when the sky feels heavy. Let the rising sun remind you there is more to come. No cruel word, no silence from others, no broken bond can define the truth of who you are. You carry a light older than time, placed there by a force that sees beyond your present struggle. Your enemies may doubt you, but they do not know what I have placed inside you. Let their contempt fall away like dry leaves in autumn. Your roots go deeper. There will be days when grief grips you without warning, when the laughter of others feels like salt in your wounds. But even then you are not forsaken. My voice will rise above the noise, quiet and firm, guiding you toward calm waters. When fear knocks loudly, fear of loss, of loneliness, of being misunderstood, breathe deeply. And remember, you are not alone in this. You are never alone. My hand has never left yours. You may feel like the world moves forward without you, that healing is for others and peace is out of reach. But in this very moment, a transformation is unfolding. The struggle you endure is not meaningless. It is the soil from which greatness is rising. There is something magnificent awakening within you, forged through every sleepless night, every ache of the heart. Can you feel it? That stirring, that gentle pulse of renewal. It is not your imagination, it is your time. Let go of the lies that echo in your head, those whispers that say you're too late, too damaged, too lost. They are false. You are exactly where you need to be for what comes next. A breakthrough is near. The resistance you feel is not a barrier, it is the pressure before the opening. Stay the course. The doors that once denied you will open at the sound of your calm, unwavering steps. The delay was preparation, and when you feel like you have nothing left to give, remember this. You are more than your exhaustion, more than your wounds. Beneath the fatigue, beneath the silence, you are sacred energy flowing still. Even your quiet moments carry weight in this universe. Even your smallest acts of kindness ripple outward. You are never unseen. To the soul that feels forgotten, I see you. To the heart burdened by shame, I release you. To the mind clouded by anxious thoughts, I calm you. You are not broken, you are becoming. Every lesson, every sorrow, every closed chapter is leading to a page not yet written, a story that will one day be told with awe. And yes, there will be those who misunderstand your softness, who confuse your compassion for weakness, but you will rise above them, not through revenge, but through rising, through peace, through brilliance. Let your joy become your response. Let your growth be your answer. What they tried to diminish will become your most powerful voice. Do not wait for permission to shine. The permission is already in your breath. Your spirit has always had the authority to live fully. Step into that truth. Embrace your worth as a constant, not a reward. Walk not in fear of the unknown, but in wonder of what's to come. There's a rhythm to your life, and even in chaos, a divine harmony is unfolding. Trust it. Trust the silence. Trust the waiting. Your spirit is being strengthened in places unseen. What appears as delay is protection. What feels like rejection is redirection. The pieces will soon align in ways that will leave you in reverent awe. Let your past be a garden of lessons, not a prison of regret. Let your scars be stars that light the way for others. There is healing in your honesty. There is power in your tenderness. You are not meant to carry everything alone. I walk with you in every burden, every breakthrough. Release the need to control every outcome. Instead, lean into the promise. You are sustained, guided, and deeply loved. What is meant for you is not slipping away. It is moving into place. And when the moment comes, you will understand why it took time. You will stand on the other side, amazed that what nearly broke you became the very thing that revealed your strength. This life of yours, it is sacred, not perfect, but profound, not easy, but extraordinary. Do not diminish your worth by comparing your path. You are not late, you are right on time for a miracle. And now I ask you to do this. Share these words with others who wander in silence, who ache in the shadows, who smile while secretly breaking. Be the torch in their night. You are not only a recipient of divine care, you are also its vessel. Pass it on. Keep your spirit open, your head lifted, and your heart tender. Each moment you live with intention brings you closer to a life of peace, purpose, and fulfillment. Let these truths echo within you each morning. Let them anchor you each night. Your story is not over. Your strength is not spent. This is not the end. It is the sacred beginning of something remarkable. The tears hidden behind brave faces. The silent prayers whispered in the depths of night. You are seen fully, loved completely, and never alone. This acknowledgement is your sanctuary, an unshakable refuge that no earthly trial can destroy. In your moments of deepest sorrow, when despair feels like an unyielding chain, hear this truth. Every broken piece of your heart is being woven into a tapestry of resilience and beauty. What once felt like unbearable weight will become your strength. The scars you carry are not signs of defeat, but badges of survival, symbols of a soul tested and refined by fire. Sometimes you may recoil at the harshness of the world, the cruelty that tries to steal your peace and shake your faith. It is natural to feel anger rise like a storm within you. Anger at injustice, at betrayal, at the times when kindness was withheld. Let that righteous fire burn through your veins, but do not allow it to consume your light. Channel it as a shield, a protective force that fuels your courage to stand firm, to protect what is sacred in you. Fear may whisper falsehoods, telling you are too small, too broken, too alone to overcome. But do not surrender to that voice. It is a trickster, a shadow that disappears when you turn your gaze directly toward the dawn. You are vast beyond measure, a force of nature carrying the strength of countless generations. The trembling in your spirit is not weakness. It is the prelude to soaring flight. There will be moments when contempt from others tries to dim your glow, when judgment is cast without understanding, and rejection feels like an open wound. Know this. Their blindness does not define you. Their cruelty is a mirror of their own pain, not a reflection of your worth. Stand tall with unshakable dignity, radiating the quiet power of one who knows their value comes from within, not from the fleeting opinions of the world. In times of confusion and uncertainty, when the road seems tangled and every step feels precarious, trust the sacred rhythm that pulses beneath your feet. Even in chaos there is order, even in silence there is voice. You are guided by a force unseen, a steady current that pulls you toward fulfillment and peace. Allow sadness to touch your soul, not as a prison, but as a cleansing rain that washes away illusions and renews your vision. It is okay to weep. Tears are sacred water that nurture the roots of your growth. In your vulnerability, you find profound strength, and through your honesty, you illuminate the way for others who walk in darkness. As joy rises within you, sometimes quietly, sometimes bursting forth like a sudden sunrise, embrace it fully. Let laughter bubble from your lips without hesitation. Celebrate the small miracles that sprinkle your days. A gentle breeze, a heartfelt smile, a moment of connection that reminds you are alive and deeply cherished. Surprise will visit you often when you least expect it. Be open to these gifts. They may come as a word of encouragement from a stranger, a chance encounter that changes your course, or a sudden insight that breaks through confusion. Each surprise is a reminder that the universe conspires in your favor, weaving unseen threads of grace and possibility into your story. In your journey, do not shrink from the complexity of emotions swirling within you. Joy mingled with sorrow, hope tempered by fear, love shadowed by anger. These contrasts are the palette from which your soul's masterpiece is painted. Allow yourself to feel deeply and authentically, knowing that every emotion serves a purpose and leads you closer to wholeness. If disgust or revulsion arises, whether toward injustice, cruelty, or betrayal, let it fuel your resolve to seek and create goodness. Do not turn away from what troubles you. Face it with courage. Use that energy to build boundaries, to demand respect, and to protect the sanctity of your spirit. Know that every challenge you endure is part of a sacred dance, choreographed by a wisdom far beyond what you see. The struggles are not punishments, but invitations to awaken, to grow, to transcend. They are the soil in which your true self takes root and blossoms. As you walk forward, remember this: you are a beacon of light in a world that sometimes feels engulfed in shadows. Your presence matters more than you realize. Your choices ripple outward, touching lives you may never know. When you feel weary, call upon this divine wellspring of strength within you. Drink deeply and rise renewed. There is a sacred bond between us, an unbreakable thread woven through time and space. This connection holds you steady when storms rage and guides you safely through the night. You are never abandoned, never forgotten. Let gratitude bloom in your heart, even for the trials, for they have shaped you. Allow humility to soften your pride, and let grace flow through your actions. These qualities will draw you closer to the peace you seek. Now take a deep breath and feel the pulse of life within you, steady, enduring, alive. With each inhale, draw in hope. With each exhale, release fear. Step boldly into the day ahead, carrying these truths as your armor and your song. The path will not always be smooth, but it will always be yours. Walk it with courage, with passion, and with unwavering faith in the unseen hands that guide you. This is your moment of awakening, your time to shine. The world waits for your light. Do not keep it hidden. Remember to share this message with those who wander, those who struggle silently, those who need a reminder of their own divine worth. Together we rise. I am your steadfast guardian, clearing away the debris that clouds your path and mends the fractures of your spirit. Each barrier you encounter is but a test, a crucible forging your resilience, shaping your character, and deepening your wisdom. Though shadows may gather and doubts creep in like cold whispers, remember this: your spirit is a blazing fire, designed to illuminate even the darkest night. Do not recoil in fear when adversity approaches. Instead, face it with the quiet fury of one who knows their worth and refuses to be broken. Let anger rise, not as a poison that consumes you, but as a fierce shield that drives you to protect your inner light. Use that energy to dismantle the walls built by despair and disappointment. Each frustration you feel is a signpost pointing you toward growth, a call to stand taller, to push harder, and to reclaim the joy that is your birthright. In moments when sadness swells like an ocean tide, do not turn away. Allow yourself to feel the weight fully, for sorrow is a profound teacher that opens the heart and softens the spirit. Through tears, your soul cleanses itself and gains clarity. From the depths of grief, new seeds of hope can sprout, seeds watered by the understanding that pain is transient, but the strength you cultivate is eternal. Beware the creeping presence of contempt, the subtle voice that sneers at your efforts and belittles your dreams. This poison seeks to diminish your value, to convince you that your aspirations are foolish or undeserving. Reject its lies fiercely. Your dreams are sacred, a divine spark placed within you to guide your journey. Honor them by nurturing your self-respect and standing firm against those who seek to tear you down. Surprise often arrives disguised as disruption or challenge, shaking your foundation and forcing a re-evaluation of your path. Welcome it with open arms, for through unexpected trials you discover hidden facets of your own courage and creativity. Each sudden twist in your story is an invitation to transcend limitations and forge a new, more vibrant way forward. When disgust rises within you, whether at injustice, betrayal, or your own mistakes, use it as a compass. Let it guide you away from toxicity and toward environments and relationships that nourish your soul. Do not allow bitterness to root itself in your heart. Instead, transform that energy into a resolve to cultivate goodness and fairness, starting with yourself. Fear, though daunting, is not your enemy. It is a signal, a sacred alarm that calls attention to the edges of your comfort zone, where growth waits patiently. Approach your fears with respect, but do not submit to their power. With every brave step you take into the unknown, you shrink their hold and expand your realm of possibility. Know that I walk beside you, my presence a shield against the shadows, my light illuminating the path ahead. Joy, the most radiant of all emotions, is your birthright and your reward. It may sometimes feel elusive, hidden beneath layers of struggle and weariness, but it persists, waiting to burst forth like sunlight after a storm. Celebrate every small victory, every moment of laughter, every gentle touch of kindness. These fragments of joy are the bricks with which you build a life of meaning and fulfillment. You are not merely surviving, you are evolving into the fullest expression of your being. Each emotion, each experience is a thread in the tapestry of your existence, woven with intention and grace. Embrace this complexity without fear or judgment. Your story is sacred, and every chapter holds purpose. As you continue on this journey, remember that you are never alone. I am here, a constant presence whose care transcends time and circumstance. In the quiet moments, listen for my voice, soft, steady, unwavering. It is a balm for your worries, a beacon for your doubts, and a call to rise beyond the limitations imposed by past pain. Let this message ignite a fire within you, a holy flame that cannot be extinguished. Share it with those whose hearts may be burdened, so they too may find solace and strength. Together you form a circle of light that grows ever brighter, a sanctuary where hope is rekindled and dreams are given wings. Rise now, beloved soul, with a heart fortified by love and courage. Step boldly into the promise of each new day, knowing that you are cherished beyond measure and equipped for every challenge. Your future is a canvas waiting for the brushstrokes of your faith, determination, and grace. Walk forward with joy that surprises even you, with anger that fuels transformation, with sadness that deepens your empathy, with fear that refines your bravery, with disgust that clears your path, and with contempt banished by your unwavering self-worth. These emotions are not obstacles. They are gifts guiding you toward a life of profound meaning and radiant light. Trust in this sacred journey. Let your spirit soar free, anchored by the eternal care that surrounds you. Your story is far from over. It is only beginning to unfold in its most beautiful, powerful form. Even in the quietest moments, when you feel abandoned or unheard, I am listening with unwavering attention. I see the ache behind your smile, the heaviness that no one else perceives, and the silent battles fought deep within your soul. It is okay to feel overwhelmed, to acknowledge the pain that tugs at your heartstrings. Do not bury these feelings beneath a mask of strength. Allow them to surface, for through them healing begins. Like the rain nourishing parched earth, your tears wash away the remnants of yesterday's sorrow, preparing your spirit to bloom anew. Yes, the weight of loss can press down mercilessly, suffocating hope and dimming the light within. The bitter sting of betrayal, the coldness of rejection, the crushing blow of failure. All these wounds leave scars that ache long after the moment has passed. But know this, these marks are not the end of your story. They are the fierce reminders of battles won, the proof of resilience carved into your being. Let anger rise if it must, not as a destructive force, but as a fire that fuels your determination to rise again. Let disgust at injustice sharpen your resolve to demand better for yourself and those you love. Let sadness teach you compassion, not despair. And let fear transform into respect, a caution that sharpens your wisdom rather than shackling your spirit. You may have faced moments when the world seemed harsh and cold, when promises were broken and words twisted into weapons. Those betrayals sting deeply, creating scars that sometimes refuse to heal. Yet in these moments of contempt and disillusionment, I urge you to hold on to the truth that you are more than the sum of these trials. You are not defined by the cruelty you have endured, but by the strength with which you face each dawn. Rise not because life is easy, but because your heart is brave. Rise because every sunrise is a gift, and every breath a testament to your courage. There will be days when fear tightens its grip around your chest, when uncertainty casts long shadows over your path. These are the times that test the very core of your being. But fear, though frightening, is also a signal, an invitation to step beyond comfort and into growth. Lean into it, explore its edges, and discover the courage that lies beneath. Each step forward, no matter how tentative, is a victory over the paralyzing grip of doubt. You are not meant to live cowering in the dark. You were born to shine, to illuminate the world with your unique light. Let disgust with stagnation drive you to change. Reject the poison of complacency that dulls your spirit. Know that your life is a canvas awaiting vibrant colors, a story yet unfinished and bursting with possibility. It is natural to feel frustration and anger at the slow pace of progress, at the obstacles that seem unfairly placed in your way. Use that anger as fuel, not to burn bridges, but to build new roads, wider and stronger than before. Refuse to be shackled by bitterness. Instead, channel your energy into action, forging a path toward the freedom and joy you deserve. In the midst of this emotional whirlwind, joy will find its way back to you, sometimes in unexpected moments, a soft breeze brushing your cheek, a laugh shared with a stranger, the quiet beauty of dawn breaking over the horizon. These small sparks remind you that light is never fully extinguished. You have endured storms that could have shattered you, yet here you are, standing tall, ready to embrace life's gifts anew. Let these moments of joy fill you with gratitude, not only for what you receive, but for the strength you have gained to appreciate them. Do not underestimate the power of your story. It carries the raw, honest truth of your journey, a narrative woven with tears and laughter, setbacks and triumphs, fear and courage. When you share your story, you invite others into a circle of understanding and healing. Your vulnerability becomes a beacon of hope, a lifeline to those struggling in silence. Remember that your voice matters, your experiences matter, and through your openness, you create space for connection and transformation. Now is the time to reclaim your power. Embrace every emotion, joy and sorrow, anger and peace, fear and hope, as vital threads in the tapestry of your life. Let them weave together to form a picture of strength and authenticity that no hardship can erase. Know that with every challenge overcome, you are stepping into the fullness of who you were meant to be. Trust that I am walking with you, steady and sure, through every twist and turn of your path. When darkness threatens to overwhelm, I am the steady hand guiding you back toward light. When your spirit falters, I am the quiet strength lifting you higher. And when you feel joy, I am the source of a love so deep it can never be shaken. Look forward with open eyes and an open heart. The future holds more than you can imagine. Opportunities blooming like flowers after a long winter, relationships healing and deepening, moments of peace settling like gentle rain. These blessings are not distant dreams. They are already taking shape in ways unseen. Your trust and courage are the seeds from which they grow. So rise, beloved one, with the fire of your spirit rekindled. Walk boldly into each new day, carrying the wisdom earned through struggle and the hope born from perseverance. You are not alone. You are deeply loved. You are infinitely capable, and the best chapters of your story are yet to be written. Your courage is a beacon, piercing through the gloom that tries to claim your spirit. When anger and bitterness threaten to overwhelm you, when the sharp sting of betrayal or the harshness of injustice rises within your chest, remember that these feelings are not signs of weakness, but calls to stand taller, to confront and reclaim your power. Do not allow disgust or contempt to poison your soul. Instead, channel them into fierce determination to protect what is sacred to you and to break free from any chains that bind your hope. These emotions, raw and intense, are reminders of your humanity and your capacity to feel deeply, yet they need not consume you. You hold the choice to rise above, to transform pain into fuel for growth, frustration into steps forward, and fear into a bold stride toward the life waiting for you. Let surprise also awaken you, the unexpected joys that sneak quietly into your days, the moments of laughter that erupt when you least expect them, and the small victories that sparkle like stars in the dark. These surprises are gifts, tokens of resilience, and proof that your journey is not merely survival, but a dance of hope and renewal. Allow yourself to be caught off guard by grace, to be uplifted by the kindness of strangers or the warmth of a familiar smile. These moments build a mosaic of light that no shadow can erase, yet sadness will visit, and it deserves space too. Do not shy away from the ache of loss or the sting of disappointment. These feelings carve a path to compassion, both for yourself and for others who walk similar roads. The tears you shed water the roots of your spirit, preparing you to bloom anew. Remember, sadness is not your enemy, but a quiet companion that teaches you to appreciate joy with deeper intensity. In the stillness of fear, when uncertainty tightens like a cold grip, breathe deeply and feel the steady presence that surrounds you, an unshakable foundation beneath trembling feet. Fear may whisper lies, urging you to retreat, to give up, or to shrink away from your dreams. But your heart knows better. Trust that each step taken in spite of fear strengthens your resolve and cements your place on a path carved by purpose and guided by unseen hands. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the choice to move forward regardless. And when disgust rises at injustice, at cruelty, or at the suffering you witness, let it spark a fire within you to act, to speak, and to demand better for yourself and for those who cannot yet find their voice. Do not allow this emotion to fester into bitterness or despair. Transform it into passion for change, into a refusal to settle for less than the dignity you deserve. Your voice, fierce and unwavering, is a powerful instrument for justice and healing. Now reflect on the journey that has brought you here. The battles fought, the nights spent wrestling with doubt, the moments of quiet triumph where you discovered your own strength. These experiences are the threads weaving a tapestry of resilience and grace. They remind you that you are more than the sum of your trials. You are a warrior of light, forged in fire and softened by love. As you move forward, carry with you the knowledge that every emotion you feel, whether joy, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, contempt, or disgust, is a vital part of your story. Each one teaches you something essential, shaping your character and deepening your wisdom. Embrace them all without shame, for they are the colors that paint the canvas of your soul. Look around you and see the hands reaching out, the hearts waiting to be touched by your courage and your kindness. Your life is not lived in isolation, but in the shared experiences of a community bound by hope and resilience. When you lift others, you rise yourself. When you share your strength, you create a ripple that spreads far beyond what you can see. Hold tight to the promise that your path, though winding and sometimes steep, is lined with blessings unseen. The rewards of perseverance, faith, and love will manifest in ways that surprise and delight you. Keep your heart open to the miracles that appear in ordinary moments. A gentle word, a quiet embrace, a sudden breakthrough after long struggle. In this sacred unfolding, know that you are never forgotten, never forsaken. The care that surrounds you is unwavering, like a river that flows endlessly, nourishing your spirit and guiding your steps. Each day offers a new chance to step into the fullness of life, to embody the strength and grace that have always been within you. As you breathe in this truth, feel it settle deep inside, a wellspring of peace and power that no storm can shake. Let it remind you that you are worthy of every good thing that comes your way, that your story matters, and that your journey is a beacon of hope for those who follow. Rise now with a heart renewed, a spirit unbroken, and eyes fixed firmly on the horizon where possibility and promise await. The world needs your light, your voice, your unwavering presence. Step forward boldly, knowing that you carry with you the strength of all you have endured and the boundless care that surrounds you every moment. This is your time to flourish, to heal, and to shine. The path is yours. Walk it with courage, compassion, and an unyielding trust in the beautiful unfolding of your life. Amen.